And I agree with George Carlin, who said, I think we all ought to just keep screwing each other till we're one color.
Okay. I wanted to get to the next question because it's about that. This is a question for you, Stephanie. How much of a factor is race and gender in this election?
Me?
You.
Well, you know, clearly when you look at how well Barack Obama is doing, you know, you have to hope that we are a better country than that. I mean, when you hear some of these isolated stories, you get nervous. And frankly, I kind of agree with Dennis. I don't know why he's not ahead by 30 points. But, you know, I have to, when you look at the electoral map, when you look at the state by state, when you look at the national polls, I mean, I really, really believe that, that we are going to elect our first black president in November, which... Let me talk about gender for a moment and Caribou Barbie. Because, you know, I have a set of ovaries. And I think that I have to say, you know, there's polls that just came out today for it's showing that Sarah Palin, Barack Obama is way ahead with women, that this has not had the effect that John McCain thought it would. And thank God. Because that, to me, is the whole point of feminism, is, you know, being able to vote for someone that you think is qualified. And Americans don't think she is vaguely qualified to be president or vice president of the United States. And you know what? By golly, I'm tempted to not answer any more of your questions and just talk straight to the people of LA about what I think, Polly. You betcha. God darn it.
Dennis, 1 minute.
Thank you.
I have said on so many occasions on my radio show that I feel funny repeating it again, and that is that my first choice would in fact be a black man for president. I would love to have a black for president. Unfortunately, this black and I don't share many values, so I can't vote for him. But if I had my druthers, I would love a black who shared my values. That's my first choice. I vote on the basis of values. To my mind, your race is utterly insignificant. That was what I was raised as a liberal Jew when I went in New York City. And then, over the course of my lifetime, I learned that liberalism had changed its view on race, that in fact, one was to honor race. I was never taught to honor race. Nazis said honor race. So I never thought that that idea had any moral legitimacy. I don't honor race. I honor culture. I honor values. I do not honor race.
Stephanie,
and I
1
will,
minute.
and I am frightened at its centrality. One other thing, I've always said that the feminist left was not pro-woman, it was pro-left. And that's fine. I have no problem with it, but this is the clarity. Now we're told what I have been saying for 20 years. We don't want Sarah Palin because we're not first for women, we're first for leftists. I know that. That's fine.
Thank you. Deb?
Oh, say it ain't so, Dennis. There you go again. Oh, darn it. We are for competent women in the... Dennis, in the immortal words of Lou Grant, she's got spunk. I hate spunk. I prefer competence in my vice president.
Next question. Coincidentally, Dennis, some say Governor Palin and Senator Obama are inexperienced. Please talk about it.
Well, compared to the others who are running, Senator Biden and Senator McCain, there's a lot of truth to that. And in terms of achievement, Governor Palin has a lot more than Senator Obama. I mean, it's not... I don't know. I mean, Senator Obama has achieved very little in his life. He may be a wonderful man, and I mean this sincerely. He has achieved essentially nothing. He has written 2 memoirs, which, if that's an achievement, that's an achievement. But he hasn't. And the fact is, and wait till you hear the booze now, my dear friends, because it will be a litmus test for how true and unwilling people are to hear the truth. The fact of the matter is, if he were not African American, he never would have gotten the nomination. It's those
KTLK
who deny
AM 1150.
That, as Geraldine Ferraro found out to her great regret, those who deny that live in a state of not, that's it, racist, thank you. That's it. That's the problem.
Quiet.
By the way, I totally understand that. I totally understand it. I totally acknowledge the fact that Clarence Thomas was picked in part because he was black. I am willing to be intellectually honest when it happens on my side. I believe he's turned out to be a great justice, and maybe Barack Obama, okay, it's important, that's great. And maybe Barack Obama, if he is elected, will turn out to be a great president. And if he is elected, he will be my president. And you will never find a bumper sticker on my car ever with, well, I guess you can't do it with an O, but with some obscenity reversed in his name. He will be my president because I am a conservative and I honor my country.
KTLK AM 1150.
Oh, goodness. You know, gosh, where do I start? You know, as Clarence Thomas would say to me if he were here, nice boobs. Come on. If you were hiring somebody, would you hire someone like Sarah Palin, who'd been to 5 colleges in 4 years, had been mayor of a town of 6,000, that she left $20 million in debt? By the way, my favorite part of that, you know why? Because she built a hockey rink and they started building it before they bought the land. Dad! What did I forget to do? Oh! Governor of Alaska for 20 months, she's already under investigation. Compared to the guy who's been first in his class at Harvard, president of the law review, gave up big-time money to go work for his community and be a community organizer, worked in the state legislature, has been a United States senator, who has sponsored loose nuke legislation with Senator Lugar, who has sponsored ethics reform, who has run one of the probably best-run presidential campaigns in the history of this country.
Okay, Steph.
Oh, please, I would love to see a
Dennis?
debate between Barack Obama and Sarah Palin.
Dennis?
That would be like Stephen Hawking and Rain Man.
I got a response?
Go ahead.
Well, actually, if those two applied for a job with me, I would hire Sarah Palin. In fact, if you know why she went to 5 colleges in 4 years, it is because she, unlike Barack Obama, worked for a living, supporting herself. Whereas he was given scholarship after scholarship after scholarship after scholarship after scholarship after scholarship.
He went on scholarship and even mentioned he was black.
She worked for a living, something that the left talk on behalf of the proletariat, but deep down have contempt for them.
Next question.
You're right, Dennis. She'd be much better at protecting us from Putin's giant head floating over Alaska.
Stephanie, next question. This is for Stephanie. Much has been said about the lessons of Vietnam. What do you see are the lessons of the Iraq War?
Me or?
You.
Oh, wow. Where do we start? We shouldn't have gone in. How's that? Let's start with that. You know, and that's the thing you just can't spin, is Barack Obama, when it was very politically unpopular, and you remember that. You remember how you were not a good American if you were against the Iraq War. He spoke out against the Iraq War. And I agree with